Another beautiful Sunday morning in Bishkek. Today is August 30th, 2025. Actually, August 31st. And it's the celebration of Kyrgyzstan's independence and liberation from the Soviet regime in 1988. I am at Alato Square, pretty much a symbol of patriotism. And back here we can see the National History Museum, because today is Independence Day celebration. You can see there's a setup of a stage where there's gonna be live music and a lot of festivities for the citizens of Kyrgyzstan. Down here you can see a group of tourists getting a tour of the city. Pretty much happens every Sunday morning. And the Alato Square is one of the most popular gathering public places in the city. Many children and family come here to play in the open field, simply because they enjoy doing outdoors before the winter arrives. During winter season, not so much people out here. But being August 31st, not only towards the end of the summer, but also Independence Day, this square or plaza will be super crowded. All these water fountains you see, they're relatively new. They've been here for about a year and a half, almost two. This got inaugurated. Makes it very ideal for children to play, families to gather. Well, many show and events take place in front of the National History Museum. We will see how much crowded this gets later on for Independence Day celebration. And as always, very impressive, the national ensign, their flag. Very, very beautiful country and great people. That's Manas once again. You can see Manas there, a different statue. Manas is a national hero, not only for Kyrgyzstan, but for many other countries like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, etc. here in Central Asia. You can see one of their traditional houses, a jur. Because this is to be a nomad tribes. So the jur represents a lot of their ethnicity and traditions. Beautiful stage, which will be part once again of the Independence Day celebration. And Manas, always there, inspiring his citizens. Show you more later on as I keep running throughout the city. As I continue my run, I want you to observe one of the modern residential buildings just next to one of the Soviet era, perhaps built around the 1940s, 1950s residential buildings. extremely different as far as architecture, design, and I'm sure much more if we ever have the opportunity to go inside. But isn't that beautiful? Despite how old. You can see the different type of geometries, designs. Here in the middle, this is pretty much staircases. Not sure if this building has elevators, but all of that are the stairs, and also open blocks that allow for ventilation. And underneath, some demolition taking place. What used to be a commercial series of probably small strip of stores have been demolished by the city, and it's incredible how lack of safety procedures they taking place. Here's to get the debris removal this morning. So probably you have that truck to remove the debris. One of their modern restaurants, Loon Coffee Kitchen. Public transportation. This is how the bus stops looks like. Recently the city made a huge investment in them, made them more shelter friendly for its people. As you can see, they can shelter from the cold winters and the rainy season. This is an ATM, also with shelter from the inclement weather during the winter. Winters can be very brutal here. Yeah, I will continue my run, and I hope you enjoy the tour of Bishkek on a Sunday morning, because that is why there's not so many vehicles on the road. Look, back there another residential old building. Bishkek. As a city, Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan, is distinguished not only by the Soviet architecture blended with modern architecture, but also of beautiful parks, very green areas with lots of peace and tranquility for family entertainment. Many of these plazas or parks have statues or pieces of art from significant people throughout their history, as well as recreational places for children, like this park in the background. Beautiful gardens. It's a Sunday morning and you can see how quiet the streets are. But look at this playground. Recently built, also about a year and a half, almost 2 summers now. We come here often with our children to enjoy all these facilities, and of course for public use, not privatized, made of solid wood and modern plastic. It's a child come through of a playground. Gorgeous, right? And all this pathway for people to run and enjoy. I will keep my morning run going. Hope you're enjoying. Here in the background, we can see their main train station. That's where people take trains to go to different parts of the countries. One of the most popular being Cool, a highly tourist area. And not many flowers remaining, but here you can see a very large rose garden. Back there in the background, a lot of red roses. And like many parts throughout the city, you will encounter some of these monuments to historical characters, and we still find many from the Soviet invasion. I don't know his name. I really don't care much about to read it right now in Cyrillic. It's written somewhere here. I will show you. I don't care about reading it. But yeah, many of these statues and monuments for Soviet leaders from the USSR still remain standing throughout the city. People have a lot of respect for them, and even though they're not much taught anymore on history at school, some of the elders still remember and see them as symbols of courage, perhaps some of their identity. And in the background, a modern residential building. Very beautiful. Easily more than 300 apartments within. And here are the roses for you to enjoy. With the beautiful paint of the sun in a Sunday morning.